Hello and welcome to Roving Report, a program that gives you an overview of the developments in India's northeast region. I'm your host Swati and the highlights of today's program are: IIM Shillong organizes Emerge 2016 to promote entrepreneurial spirit. First edition of Guwahati Theatre Festival brings smile to people of Northeast. Leading fashion designer from Assam sets benchmark in the world of fashion designing. And Northeast youth eyeing boxing as career. The Northeast is known for its rich human potential, and to help turn that potential into actual growth, Indian Institute of Management Shillong initiates the 5th edition of Emerge, the annual entrepreneurial summit of IIM Shillong on sustaining livelihood, facilitates budding entrepreneurs and showcases their talent on national and global platforms. A report.
Emerge, the flagship entrepreneurship summit of the Indian Institute of Management Shillong, is one of the most premier annual events in the Northeast. With a plethora of competitions, conclaves and workshops, Emerge aims to promote the spirit of entrepreneurship in an area rich in untapped human potential. The 5th edition of the event was recently held at the Convention Hall of IIM Shillong. Under the theme Emerging Northeast, a 2-day interactive session cum workshop on development and entrepreneurship was organized by iCube, the e-cell of IIM Shillong, in collaboration with Rajiv Gandhi Indian Institute of Management Shillong. P.W. Ingti, Additional Chief Secretary, Arts and Culture Department, graced the event in the presence of leaders and speakers from various fields.
We are hosting the 5th edition of Emerge, which is the annual entrepreneurship summit of IIM Shillong. We organized this summit to encourage entrepreneurship in the region of Northeast and to ensure that it is inculcating the spirit of entrepreneurship among the locals and inspiring them to grow. We ensure in the event we hold different talks and conclaves on different themes to ensure that people get to know about the latest technology trends that are happening in the country and learn from the success stories of different successful people and get inspired to do things of their own.
The event roped in many speakers and industry leaders to inspire the youngsters and help them innovate and implement. During the entertainment conclave, eminent personalities like Piyush Mishra, Rajwe Dhilo, Rebecca Chankija, Meena Longjam, Wajid Ali and others shared insightful thoughts on nurturing and grooming local talent to give a boost to movies in the Northeast. A live performance by film industry veteran Piyush Mishra made the event a fun-filled program.
ऐसे ही लोग आते जाते रहें, वो बॉम्बे फिल्म इंडस्ट्री से या इधर के लोग जाने पुरानी इंडस्ट्री, तो वी कैन आस्ते आस्ते इसको चर्चा को आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं, उसमें से हम जो कमियां हैं इधर की दूर कर सकते हैं एंड व्हाट आर द बेस्ट अवेलेबल इन नॉर्थ ईस्ट, उसको हम वो सोर्सेज को अच्छी तरह से टैप कर सकते हैं। तो ये मिलजुल के हो सकता है बाई एवरीबॉडी टुगेदर इंक्लूडिंग द गवर्नमेंट शुड गिव अस सम opportunity that government का साथ में it's much better.
Various speakers from banking and IT sectors also interacted with budding entrepreneurs during the Innovation Conclave and Investors Conclave. Suneet Saraswat, Chief Operating Officer of Zopnow.com, and Faisal Ahmed, CEO and founder of BIS Research, discussed and deliberated the ever-changing trends of the startup ecosystem and promoted disruptive ideation with a view to creating successful, scalable business models. By celebrating the spirit of entrepreneurship, all the eminent speakers gave their resonating ideas under the Emerge motto of Envision, Engage and Evolve. Such events not only inspire youths but also help in enhancing the mind and heart while setting a goal.
Theatre is a sophisticated expression of a basic human need to create meaning through narrative and metaphor. And for the very first time, theatre lovers in Assam witnessed performances by world-class theatre actors from Mumbai during the first edition of Guwahati Theatre Festival. Have a look. 5-day Guwahati Theatre Festival brought popular Bollywood actors Rajat Kapoor, Kalki Koechlin, Saurabh Shukla to picturesque Assam. Organized by G+, a leading English weekly of Guwahati, in collaboration with Ballantyne's and Audi Guwahati, the theatrical festival showcased outstanding performances and provided quality entertainment to theatre lovers. Anand Prakash Tiwari, Managing Director of Assam State Transport Corporation, graced the extravaganza event held at Pragjyoti ITA Centre in Machkhowa, Guwahati.
The idea was that we bring all these plays from outside in order that the Guwahati audiences get a feel of how production works, how newer productions are working out, what kind of innovations are taking place in the outside theatres, theatres that are not from here. Hopefully in the next editions, God willing, we will probably be able to get some plays even from abroad. So that is a large-scale plan.
The festival opened up with premium play Hamlet, The Clown Prince, directed by acclaimed Bollywood actor and director Rajat Kapoor. Hamlet, The Clown Prince is a comedy take on the famous Shakespearean tragic play. The Living Room, 2 to Tango 3 to Jive, The Vagina Monologues, The Truth of Womanhood, and One-on-One were other plays staged during the festival. Excellent scripts and breathtaking performances from popular artists like Rajat Kapoor, Vinay Pathak, Neel Bhupalam, Saurabh Shukla, Kalki Koechlin, Rajat Kapoor, and Achint Kaur left the audiences awestruck, who gave performers a huge standing ovation.
आई थिंक ऐसे फेस्टिवल्स और होना चाहिए. आई थिंक काफ़ी थिएटर फेस्टिवल्स हो रहे हैं और आई डोंट नो, आई थिंक दैट आजकल के यूथ को थिएटर पसंद है. आई मीन आई थिंक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ज़्यादा नहीं है, इतने थिएटर्स नहीं है, तो नाटक को मतलब बनने के लिए मुश्किल है, बिकॉज देयर इज नो प्लेस टू डू द थिएटर. बहुत कम थिएटर्स है, but I think that people are interested in theatre.
The festival was also aimed at recognizing and encouraging new talent, apart from creating a new generation of theatre goers. Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently.
In order to make a direct assessment of difficulties being faced by the Manipur state government with regard to implementation of the National Food Security Act, or the NFSA, Union Minister of State for Consumers Affairs, Food and Public Distribution C.R. Chaudhary held a review meeting in capital Imphal. The meeting was participated by the Food Corporation of India (FCI) top officials as well as CAF and PD Minister Mr. Biren Singh, along with Consumer Affair, Food and Public Distribution top officials as well as NIC officials. Chaudhary discussed the matter with the CAF and PD Minister and his officials and resolved 3 points for the smooth implementation of NFSA all over the state. Before his trip to Imphal, Chaudhary also visited Assam and studied about enforcement of NFSA in the neighbouring state. To take a comprehensive view of steps to be taken to make Indian Institute of Management a world-class institution, Union Minister for Human Resource Development Prakash Javadekar chaired an IIM Coordination Committee meeting of chairpersons and secretaries at IIM Shillong recently. The meeting deliberated upon the draft bill proposed to give autonomy to 19 IIMs, empowering them to award degrees instead of diplomas for the 2-year programs. The draft law is modelled on the IIT Act and has been under deliberation for more than 1 year now. During the review meeting, they also discussed on introducing doctoral programs and increase the fellowship program for the PhD scholars in order to address the shortage of faculties. Also, a new channel of open learning courses is to be launched soon. A Sukhoi warplane along with carrier planes of Indian Air Force landed at the Agartala Civil Airport to check the landing and takeoff facility available at the airport for the fighter aircraft. Airport authority officials said that the airport was absolutely suitable for fighter operation and found the circuit of the aerodrome quite convenient. Recently, Minister of State for Civil Aviation Jayanta Singh, during his visit to Tripura, declared an investment of Rs 350 crore towards improving the Agartala airport into an international airport. Sukhoi is a heavy twin-jet multi-role air superiority all-weather long-range fighter developed by Russia's Sukhoi and built under license by India's Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the Indian Air Force. V. Shanmuganathan has been recently sworn in as the new governor of Arunachal Pradesh. Shanmuganathan, the governor of Meghalaya, has been given the additional charge of Arunachal Pradesh. President Pranab Mukherjee has asked Shanmuganathan to discharge the additional duty of Arunachal Pradesh after Governor Jyoti Prasad Rajkhova was sacked on September 12th, weeks after the Supreme Court restored the Congress government in the state. Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court, Justice Ajit Singh, administered the oath of office to Shanmuganathan. People took out a silent candle march in Tripura capital Agartala to condemn the recent terrorist attack on an army administrative unit at Uri in Kashmir, in which 18 Jawans were killed. Beginning from Omakanta Mini Stadium, the protesters, mainly students, teachers and journalists, went through the streets of the capital city to protest against the attack, showing their solidarity and paid tributes to the martyred soldiers.
The love of Northeast India for fashion is well known. Many fashion designers from the region have already outshone their contemporaries in the field. Today, we introduce to you a leading fashion designer hailing from Assam who has set a benchmark and has given a new dimension to what fashion is all about. Let's have a look.
Dipankar Kashyap, known for his versatility, has carved out a space for himself in the fashion industry within a short span with his astounding sense of designing. Kashyap completed his post-graduation in English literature from University of Pune, but as luck had it, he chose to pursue a career in fashion designing. His journey began when he flew to New Delhi in 2007, started working as a stylist. Later, he went on to hold fashion shows, showcasing some of his unique designs, a marriage of traditional colors and designs of the Northeast. Ever since, he has showcased his work at numerous national-level shows.
Initially, when I wanted to be a designer, there were lots of no's at home. They were just wondering, after so much of education, why I needed to be a designer, a tailor. Those days there were very, very less designers in Northeast. In fact, there were none. It was only Meghna and me, and there was no one. After me, Prashant had come down. After doing a course. So people were why I wanted to be. But I proved to them that being a designer also you can earn a living in Northeast.
Being associated with the fashion industry in one way or the other for the past 25 years, Kashyap has styled some of the most beautiful women in the country, including former Mrs. World Aditi Gwatrika, former Miss World Priyanka Chopra, actress Raima Sen, and model actress Koina Mitra, among others. Kashyap stands out for his penchant for blending the northeastern fabrics and textures, especially those from Assam, including hand-woven cotton, muga, pat, mulberry silk, and eri, endi. Kashyap designs for both men and women.
In Assam, when we talk about Mekhla Chadar, from the time of Mahatma Gandhi also, Mahatma Gandhi said that the weavers of Assam weave dreams in their loom. So, taking that further, the designs, the motifs, there have been lots of modification in the traditional designs also, and Mekhla Chadar, I would say, looks more beautiful than a sari when a woman wears it. traditional, sometimes traditional clothes should be kept as traditional, though there are lots of people who are experimenting on it. They make kurtis, they make gowns, the silk, the fabric of Assam has been turned into different outfits. The muga also, now muga has been handloom, it has become very expensive, especially for the people from northeast. But again, there have been lots of modification of muga also. In fact, I mean, not to talk about others, I have done it, so much of modification in muga. I have made tube dress, I have made gowns, I have made Nehru jackets.
The multifaceted Dipankar has also choreographed several fashion shows at the international level. He has also worked as a model coordinator for various campaigns which contributed to his sound, robust understanding of the industry. Kashyap also plays an integral part of Northeast India Fashion Week and often organizes show. Apart from all this, Kashyap has also an exclusive line of club shirts called Look No Further, which has been attracting youngsters with its funky styles.
People have appreciated a lot, people have bought a lot, and I have been supplying to a few stores, and people really liked. And in fact, to tell you openly, I have a friend by the name of Umesh Jivnani. He's a photographer. He bought, I had Michael Jackson prints, I had a few shirts. He bought a few for Tiger Shroff, because Tiger is a big fan of Michael Jackson.
Currently, Kashyap is supervising a grooming school in New Delhi, Walking Toes, run by Lalit Sharma in collaboration with Gagan Joshi. Renowned Bollywood actress Zareen Khan has walked the ramp wearing some of the outfits designed by Dipankar. Besides this, Kashyap has also directed a film called Tides in English and Hindi, based on human relationships from a woman's point of view. Kashyap also dons the hat of a filmmaker and has directed Asmis films featuring some of the renowned actors of the industry like Zarifa Wahid, Ravi Sharma, Kopil Bora, Hiranyog, Chetana Das and Mridula Borua. With his relentless work, Kashyap hopes to place the Northeast firmly on the national and international fashion maps. His work is also likely to give a major boost to the local weavers of Assam and highlight the lesser-known ethnic tribal designs of the region.
Many sportspersons from the Northeast region have set new benchmarks at the national and international levels. Making strides towards self-reliance, many boxing enthusiasts from across the region came to the boxing arena at two separate tournaments. Take a look.
The boxing fever seems to be gripping the youth in the northeastern states of the country. A large number of youth in Sikkim are opting for boxing as a career. Sikkim, a major boxing association, organized a 4-day-long tournament in Kantok to promote boxing and to help the youth take up the sport as a career. Agriculture Minister of Sikkim, Somnath Pokhriyal, praised the event along with other sports officials from the state. Crowds of hundreds thronged Amchi Marg, the heart of the town, to witness the one-of-a-kind outdoor boxing event.
इसलिए सब ज्ञान में रखते हैं हम लोग एक बॉक्सिंग चैंपियनशिप इधर एमजी मार्ग दिस मेन हार्ट ऑफ द टाउन हम लोग यहाँ रखा है सो दैट हम लोग का यंगर जनरेशन को मोर इनकरेजिंग हो जाएगा मोर पीपल विल गेट इनकरेज यंगस्टर्स विल इनकरेज सो कीपिंग इन माइंड दैट फ्रॉम आवर स्टेट स्मॉल स्टेट ऑल्सो मे बी वी कैन टेक आउट सम बॉक्सर्स फॉर द ओलंपिक जो हम लोग का प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने नेक्स्ट ओलंपिक का एक मिशन रखा है सो मे बी थिंकिंग दैट हम लोग का सिक्किम से भी वही पार्टिसिपेट हो जाएगा बल्कि हम लोग पूरा आशा रखते हैं.
As many as 285 boxers, both male and female from across the state, took part in the event, apart from 11 boxing clubs and associations registered for the tournament. The sub-junior participants were categorized into 14 weight categories, while the seniors were divided into 8 weight categories. Many young girls who attended the tournament want to follow in the footsteps of MC Mary Kom and become international boxing stars in days to come. The youth of the Northeast are extremely talented and they need to channelize their energies to realize their dreams through such games and other constructive arts.
ये ओलंपिक का बेस है अब वहाँ तक पहुँचने के लिए तो कम से कम इनको 10 साल मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी तब जा करके वो ओलंपिक में पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे। रूट यही है, बेस यही है। अगर इसी तरीके से इंटरेस्ट लेते रहेंगे, अगर गवर्नमेंट अच्छी फैसिलिटीज देते रहेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली यहाँ के बॉक्सर्स भी इंडिया टीम में जाएंगे और ओलंपिक, एशियन गेम्स, कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स इसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं।
Similarly, in Shillong, Rilpon Sports and Cultural Club, in collaboration with Meghalaya Boxing Association, organized the Old Shillong Boxing Championship. The tournament also marks the diamond jubilee of the club. Olympian boxer Shiva Thapa graced the tournament at the Reblon Crown in Shillong. People from across the state came to witness the event and to get a glimpse of the only bucolists from the Northeast to qualify for Rio Olympics. The Olympian boxer also demonstrated some of his moves, leaving the local boxers awestruck.
I would like to say that don't get distracted. Always listen to your family, listen to your parents, because they are the closest one who always tell you the right things to do. And that's what I did when I was small. I just want to share what I felt in my childhood, what I did, and what I thought was right for me. So I think it's important, you should listen to your parents.
Such events act as a platform for the aspiring athletes from the Northeast region to showcase their talent.
Peace and development is the buzzword in the Northeast. Let's take a quick look at some development news from the region.
Arunachal Pradesh recently earned the distinction of becoming the first state in the Northeast to set up a Jan Aushadhi store, a central scheme to provide quality generic medicines at affordable prices to the people. The scheme, under the ambitious Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Yojana, was launched by Union Minister of State for Chemicals and Fertilizers, Road Transport and Highways and Shipping Minister Mansukh L. Mandavia. Jan Aushadhi scheme is a campaign launched by the Department of Pharmaceuticals under the Union Chemicals and Fertilizers Ministry in association with the Bureau of Pharma PSUs of India. To promote and facilitate the underprivileged weavers, a unique program titled Know Your Weavers was recently conducted in Manipur's capital, Imphal. On the occasion, 15 handloom entrepreneurs were awarded with incentives under the Export Development Approach for the year 2015 and 16 with distribution of 10 looms to weavers. Minister of Commerce and Industries Govindas Kanthonjam graced the occasion in the presence of other dignitaries from Commerce and Industries Department. The minister handed over looms to selected weavers during the function. An exclusive blood bank for the Northeast community was inaugurated recently at All India Institute of Medical Sciences in New Delhi. Nirbhaya's parents joined the drive along with members of the Northeast community in Delhi to support the initiative. Initiated by Helping Hands, an NGO formed by like-minded elders of Northeast led by IGP Robin Hibu IPS, Nodal Officer for Northeast People Delhi, it has partnered with prestigious AIIMS New Delhi to preserve Northeast Blood Bank for Northeast patients free of cost. Organizers aim to build the largest blood bank of Delhi and NCR for the Northeast community. AIIMS will seamlessly provide 24/7 blood to needy Northeast patients on recommendation of the NGO Helping Hands.
Mainstream cinema is yet to make a mark in India's remote northeastern region, and not many children films make it to the region. Children's Film Society of India recently organized a film festival in Meghalaya, which was well received. Have a look.
In order to strengthen cultural roots and connect the children with the mainstream, a children film festival titled The Travelling Players was conducted in Meghalaya recently. Organized by the Children's Film Society of India in collaboration with the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Sindarbar and Directorate of Information and Public Relations, Government of Meghalaya, the festival was held in Tura district of Meghalaya. 2 films were screened as a part of the festival, which was attended by children from different schools of Tura. The films showcased the rich cultural heritage and tradition.
The main object is to bring films, good films, exciting and encouraging films available to the children in every corner and every part of India. Since our inception, we are engaged in researching, exploring different art forms and cultures, developing educational programs for the children at a very grassroots level.
The festival opened with an Oscar-nominated Mizo film titled Kima's Lodge Beyond the Class. The film centers around 3 young children who were curious to discover the wilderness of the jungles bunking their classes. The festival was also held in Jowai and Shillong. Mother I Love You, Krish, Trish and Balti Boy and The Goal were also screened as part of the festival. The children were enthusiastic as they could connect themselves with the story and the essence of the films.
This is the strongest platform ever brought to us to develop ourselves, to educate ourselves, and to motivate ourselves for those who are aspiring for going through this career.
Such festivals go a long way in helping children connect with the mainstream cinema and expose them to rich cultural heritage and tradition of the country.
With that, we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at anyindia_ANI. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host Swati signing off. Goodbye and take care.